Right, well, you know the first thing we always do? Spawn in, of course. What did you think I mean? The second thing we do? We discard those animated skins. We don't need those. We never need those. We never, ever need those things. So here is where I wanted to set up first base, but there was an alpha Troodon nearby. And yes, this being hardcore, I don't really get a second life in any way, form or fashion. But since we're only now starting, I guess it's worth the risk. There! All done. Oh, the walls. I forgot about the walls. What? Well, it's nighttime, and I'm alone on the beach, and I can't see anything. I never knew there were these weird boxes on the beach that apparently had metal tools in them. Well, I got a metal hatchet and I started working on, well, a new shelter. Not that the old one got compromised or anything. I just didn't want to go all the way back there at night. It's day 2 and I finally got those walls in. Some of them. And of course, taking a nice little stroll along the beach to try to find some hide is always a nice adventure. Until you hear something like this. Okay, clearly I'm not alone on this beach and I have no idea where that is or what it is or why it is, but it is. Whatever it is, it is. Okay, I see something. That's what I saw. That's what I heard, I think. Yeah, let's not go in that direction. I finally found something I can get some nice hide from. It's about damn time. Still healthy, my boy? No worries, we'll fix you up nice and good. Oh, okay, that'll work. Right, so first things first, we will make hide because that's the best thing I can make right now. With the hide I crafted some metal. Wait, what? No, that's not right. What's missing here? Oh right, yeah, the forge. Right, with this, I can do this. And now I have a smithy. Of course, this being hardcore and I'm on the beach, which means there's a lot of fjordhawks around, or at least there will be at some point. I had to force myself to actually build a roof over my head. You know me, I never do that. This time though, yeah, I had to. Dang, all this hard work is making me thirsty. No, stop that, I'm not talking about what are you guys doing? Oh, look at that. Day 2 is over and I still got no friends. Teams. Day 3, I'm in dire need of crystal to make an awesome spyglass so I can finally see what I'm looking at. Or know what I'm looking at, because I can already see, I think. There's the crystal and the hide. Nice. There we go. That's the spyglass. But we got a bit of a problem here. I'm running out of stamina. And yeah, this could be a problem. Here's a nice place to set up as well for hardcore. But there's a giant hole in the ceiling. A Chaos Manticore could fall down inside here. That is a dodo wyvern. Shouldn't be filling my pockets with stone. They'll get so heavy my pants will just fall down at any point. We're pretty much closing off day 3 here and we still got not a single team. Maybe the strike will, change that. Get back here, you son of a gun. Right, come on. Ah, there you go, buddy. How you doing? Well, it took all night, but I finally got it down. Right, that's more than enough, right? We just gotta wait like 600 years now. I saw a good raptor here as well, in the neighborhood, and I had to get it. Had some trouble getting it out of the water though, so that didn't happen. But we got it knocked out and now it's under the water. Nice.
I am under the water. Please help me.
It's not standing up. It is not losing oxygen. Okay, cool. Well, there you go, buddy, with 48 health. I finally found my first dodo after 4 days. That's a new record, by the way. And yes, I know I should have tamed that, but the hide was kind of running low right now. And yes, I still regret that to this day because that dodo could have been the one to start giving us, the progression that we needed. The toxic zombie dodo didn't really have much for us, except a few random things here and there. Then I took out the toxic power sword because toxic blood is something I know I'm gonna need, and I might get some good stuff from this as well. You're stuck there, buddy? Well, let me help you with that. This is a power saw. This is a standard power saw. It's a meal. And this normal power saw, of course, I wasn't gonna take this one out. After realizing what I should have done with the dodo, we're doing that with this power saw, of course. No, get your mind out of the gutter. I'm talking about taming it. What did you think I mean? All that tranquilizing depleted me narcotics. Hold on, fellas. I need to get some more. Now that we have a raptor, it's what we're gonna be using to get around, because it's faster than us, it's got more stamina and a bit more health, so we might have, 1% more of a chance of surviving. I found a Pteranodon. Not the best level, but it's better than most levels, so we'll take it. It's day 5 now, and you can see that the Pteranodon's tamed up, but I gotta up my narcotic game a little bit. So I crafted some potent trunk darts. I found a level 145 male Pteranodon here, and well, that is gonna go very well with the female that we found earlier. And that also means I will have a breed pair, which means progression, baby! Finally, after 5 entire days. And the breed pair of power saws are also imminent. The time is nigh. I was able to craft a few pieces of alpha flak armor because of some random dead alpha stego I was able to scavenge. I think an alpha nameless killed it or something. After building a little bit of a farm last night, I wanted to see what's around the area. 100% not going there then. Yeah, it's a good thing I did that. So now I know not to go there, ever. That right there is not happening. With the keratin from the turtles and a few trikes, I finally have flight. And with the toxic kibble I crafted, because I built the farm and have breed pairs of normal dinos, it's time to go there and find some toxic creatures to tame up. Breed pairs only, of course. A little late night swim out with the trilobites for some keratin and all the good stuff always gets the blood flowing. And then the taming of one toxic zombie dodo. And taking out one more alpha dodo allowed me to craft the rest of the alpha flak set. Nice. Not that it's actually gonna make a difference. Now to beat this dodo until it gives us some eggs, as normal as that sounds. That's just a Monday in any ARK adventure, Yeah, I wonder what Tuesday is gonna be like. 105 lashes later, I have myself 3 alpha kibble. Don't ask me why I'm knocking out this Argent. I'm not sure why, it's not even an alpha. Well, I found myself a nice alpha imitation trike, so I guess we're gonna have to take it. It's not like there's anything else I can get. And there you go. Right. Yep, that was the basic noob moment of forgetting that this was hardcore, and that could have been the end of this entire thing. I saw another one, and well, why not, right? Heading back home with 2 alpha imitation trikes, I'm feeling a bit confident that I can actually get this done in 100 days, but that is still a mystery right now, because there has been a lot of Primal Fear updates, and some good, some to make things a bit more difficult, so I can't really say for sure yet, but hey, we're making good progress, and we're still alive, and that is a good sign. Now I need some alpha hide to craft these saddles for the big boys, and well, let's pay a visit to our old friend. I hope it can take this out. Oh yeah, Styra's gonna kill that. Alright, good job. Let's see the damage. Wows. Okay. The strike's not gonna stand a chance against us. Wow. It hits. But it's a goner. Really? We get nothing for that?
You get nothing!
Now we can finally live the dream of terrorizing the locals. Of course, until something bigger shows up and sends us back to the start menu. Oh, this is harder. Thank you for dropping the loot this time. From that fabled imitation, we got some XP potions and a few taming helpers to help out with the taming processes. As we all know, they take decades. With these, they might just take years instead. First thing, day 9, organic polymer was on the menu, or more like this mantis. Good thing I was minding my own business here, because hyenodon started falling from the sky. That could have been terrible. With the organic polymer from the mantis, I can finally get myself one of these things and have a lot of automation going on. I'm not sure where the dodo wyvern that was here has gone to. Maybe it just pieced out.
Hello there.
Okay. Great, because now it will never de-render and will just be roaming around. Nice. Yeah, it's never gonna de-render now. Well, that's what I get for being curious, I suppose. Yeah, that was a job well done if you ask me. It was not my worst decision battling a Primal Tech Parasaur with just an Alpha Styracosaurus. But hey, we took it out, got some cheeky black pearls, cementing paste and metal. Oh yeah baby, it's time to get ourselves a mining drill. First thing on day 10 I saw an Alpha Pteranodon and 100% it's a must get. It's our first Alpha Flyer and well, we can't pass that up. Ever. There we go. All of our chitin gone. That's great. Don't mind me, Mr. Dodo Wyvern, or Mrs. Miss Dodo Wyvern? Mrs.? Mr.? Sir? Ma'am? Whichever. I don't know, it doesn't really matter to me. All you gotta do is just leave me alone, okay? Nice. I came all this way to get some organic polymer and some chitin since both of those supplies were no longer in existence, and I kinda need them to be. And well, this is the best place for mantises aside from the desert, so yeah. And now I have myself a chainsaw and a mining drill. Oh yes, people, it is that time. Hammer time! Minus the hammer. Out for a late night fly that night, I found another Alpha Pteranodon. It was a better level. A lot better level. So it was definitely something to get. Sun's got more health, more stamina, more everything, so all you need to do is level up its speed again. As a lot of you might expect, this is where our permanent base is going to be set up. Well, the one that's supposedly going to carry us through this entire thing at least. So you know what day it is? It's moving day. Oh, did you think it was hammer day? There's a day for that as well? Well, I can't wait till we get to that day. Whenever that's gonna be. I spend the rest of the day moving stuff over to the new base location so that I will never have to come back over here. Now that Operation Relocation is complete, Operation Greenhouse has started. And don't be like that ankle biter back in the day who wanted to make the entire neighborhood green. And yes, he did show up with green paint. Please don't be that guy, because the greenhouse we're talking about is for growing the good stuff. The herbs I'm talking about. I mean the crops. But you know, if we could grow the herbs here, that'll be really nice. You know, a little bit of tall grass, if you know what I mean. I mean, come on now. A herb a day keeps the doctor at bay. Come on now, everyone knows that. And instead of showing you how much I struggled to actually get the irrigation for this greenhouse right, I'm just gonna show you the final product. There we go, fellas. The seeds have been planted. All we gotta do is wait just a little bit and we'll have those nice herbs. Oh yes, we're living the good life now. Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. We be growing those herbs today. No, it is crops. I told you guys, it's crops, not something else. The next day I found a female alpha parasaur just roaming about, having a nice life. So I think it's about time we changed that. Taking out a few fabled creatures is always good for any extra XP potions and some taming helpers. This Apex Scorpion paved the way for some Apex Darts for more nappy time for the dinos. So now we have Alpha and Apex Darts with basic piece of garbage ones and 2 random toxic ones as well. I finally got that breed pair of toxic dinos I've been missing this whole time, so now I will no longer have to just abuse one dodo, I can now abuse 3 of them. Nice! That night I found myself here to get some sap from these trees, so that I can then craft that primal fabricated rifle. And since I wasted all of my narcotics earlier on darts which I will no longer be using, I could only get just a tad amount of these strong bullets. So yay me! That was a job well done if you ask me. Then I started to terrorize this fire mega raptor because, well, obvious reasons. There we go. Then taking out this fabled Quetzal gave us a nice little cheeky blueprint here to work towards. Then I saw a nice breed pair of alpha mantises just roaming about in the volcano area here. I'm not sure why I went for them. I already had a breed pair of alpha creatures already. Maybe I couldn't get the idea of Palmer out of my head. Yeah, that could be the reason. Did anyone order a breed pair of fire mega raptors? I know I did. If you're wondering what this beefy looking phoenix thing is, it's pretty much a demonic phoenix. After doing a bit of breeding that night, I was able to get some elemental hide to craft a saddle for the fire mega raptors. Mostly because, you know, it might increase the chances of survival by 2%. The next day, first thing I took out is Dark Parrot because it'll give us all 4 feather types, which will be required for Omega Kibble when I get to that point. Then I headed over to the swamp to beat off these bushes to get a bunch of rare flowers and rare mushrooms. Why are you guys laughing at me? I'm not sure what I was doing here, but this is all the footage I have left of day 16. Late that night, I took out the Primal Tech Trike for some more of that good stuff. Found myself taking on a Broodmaster the next day for that very valuable and well-needed boss essence, because I know for sure one day I'm going to need it. Knocked out an Apex Sarker with the Apex Darts I said I was never gonna use again. Yep, that's your new name. Also, this was the only other nearby Apex that I could have found. And there's the well-needed but missing half of the breed pair. Imagine this, you're in your base, you know, just casually checking stuff out and organizing and preparing, and all of a sudden you're hearing this. So there's a dragon near to us then, okay. Yeah, why am I hearing explosions? Now that we have Apex tier done, the first thing on our list is, of course, a Fabled Terrazino. And well, for obvious reasons, I can barely see a darn thing with all this fire in my face. After getting back and leveling it up a lot, this is what the harvesting yield looked like. Then I went out to tame a fabled mantis, mostly because it's the only mantis I was seeing in the desert, for, well, reasons that will come into play later on. And miss the bullets, mate, just miss. How about instead of missing, we just discard the bullets? I think that's a good idea. If we're gonna miss all the time, we might as well not have the bullets, right? Then a quick little stop here to get some more sap, because I need to craft that blueprint for a better rifle, because this one's not gonna be good enough. Right! Blueprint time! That is horrendous. I found some Omega Allosauruses. Not a breed pair though, but I'm still gonna need one of them. I decided to tackle a fabled Grifficorn for no reason at all. Maybe because of that level. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Oi. Oh. Oh! Damn! Okay. Well, that right there is a breed pair of demonic tier dinos that's 100% gonna be needed, even if I don't actually use the power source themselves. That is a really, really nice breed pair right there. So I was sure to remember that for later if I ever, actually make it that far. Well, there's a male fabled. All I need to do now is find a female one, and we'll be all nice and well. I'm not sure why, but I decided to deploy the fabled Terrazino to tackle a ramshackle loot boss. It was able to take it out, but guess what? The stuff I got, I will never need. You're probably noticing a blueprint for Chaos Griffin armor and Spirit Spino saddle, but that's nothing! Then I went after this Dark Archaeopteryx because this is gonna play a key role later on. You'll see what I'm talking about. The only problem is I don't have the kibble, so I'll have to return for this guy at some time later. Then I came into this cave, got lost about 1,000 times, only to find myself with just one artifact. Of probably 800 that I need? Yeah. Day 21 was a fun one. This is all I did. All day, because I couldn't find a single female Omega Allosaurus. Until I finally found one. After resupplying all the narcotics and bulletsness that night, it was time to turn my attention to the demonic and celestial tiers. Except there's a problem. We need primal blood, and I can't take out a primal yet. The stream wanted me to name the fabled Grifficorn Candy Crusher. Well, I'm not sure why, you gotta ask them. Oh yes. Alright, take 2 at this. 437, okay. That was definitely worth the life savings. Definitely. Taking a nice little early morning fly with my guy here in hopes of finding something beefy, tanky and powerful all at the same time to take on a primal. Something like an Apex Indominus Rex or something big and in Omega tier. And then I saw something that I know that I must have at some point. I did manage to find a pair of Apex Indominus Rexes, apparently extremely high of a level. Definitely gonna have to burn these guys to a crisp though, because I gotta get my own. This is our ticket to take down a primal. It's gotta be done. Crafting narcotics really does chew up all of those rare mushrooms and flowers. That's why I'm here again. And this was the first time I've avoided death as closely as possible in this adventure. Amount of the... What's this? Well, that could have been a Primal Tech Raptor, just so you know. And that would have been the end of this, if that was a Primal Tech Raptor. So, it's good that it wasn't. Well, it's that time. Still, no, not hammer time. But, a time that's, almost like hammer time. I guess you can call it that time if you want. But it's time to test the damage of this guy. After leveling it up a little, I decided to take on the ramshackle loot boss with it that I saw earlier. Right. And as usual, not a good darn thing. Now it's primal time. No, still not hammer time. Okay? It's still not hammer time. But I promise you, there's gonna be a hammer time. Right. And to capitalize on our success here, and then it was time to get crafting. A low-level Celestial Argent is an easy knockout. If I could hit it. Right. If I'm getting the Celestial Pier now, let's take it. Right, it's down. All that's missing is a demonic breed pair, and I know exactly where to get them. There we are. And after one breeding process, we have some demonic hide for a saddle. I turned my attention to artifact to the great for all of the artifacts I'm going to be needing because we have a bit of a task on our hands. Still, we have boss tier progression to do now. Then I took on an Origin Raptor for two reasons. The first is for the Origin flak armor, which never break, so I will at least have some kind of life insurance. And the second reason, for the Origin blood, so that I can knock out stuff pretty much with one hit at some point. That dodo I haven't must, of course. And if you have noticed by now that I'm wearing a gas mask, yeah, this is the reason why. Still a miss. We took it out. After learning of a celestial griffin on the map that is pretty much almost max level, yeah, I couldn't resist, mate. I had to get it. And also because all of the celestials got beefy buffs, making them literally on par with the demonics. You'll see what I'm talking about. Right, that'll work. And for a saddle I just needed some metal, of all things. This is what I was talking about with the celestials. Wow. Don't want to get too close. Right. Then we took on an Origin Carno for more Origin tributes, blood, souls, and armor pieces. Right, and tech unlocks. And then another one. Oh look, another one. Nice. It's day 26 now, and we are starting the boss tier progression. There we go. And that's what the artifacts were needed for, because apparently to grab these kibble you need artifacts. Which is crazy. One more origin to add to the list of origins taken down, and a bunch of tech stuff to add to the list of tech stuff gotten. I guess I'm taming all the different bosses because I can't seem to get a breed pair for any of them. Ah, did somebody order a breed pair of bosses? Then I used a few artifacts to craft up the remaining origin summons for the origin bosses I haven't taken out yet to get the rest of tech unlocks. Now it was time to move into tech tier stuff. Oh yes, we're going high tech now, definitely. I set up a nice little VIP area with a cloning chamber and all of the dinos that we're going to be cloning. Yeah, that's an inside joke, fellas. Never mind that. I needed to take out some bosses again, because boss essence is needed for the kibble for the boss tier progression, and primal bosses seem to give quite a lot. And now we're moving up in the boss tiers. That night I set up a bunch of tech storages because, well, why not have an automated sorting system? I mean, come on now, why would I want to be manually sorting stuff? Who does that anyways? You know, of course we gotta speed it up a little by cloning the dragon. I did say we were gonna be cloning a lot of stuff. I heard that the boss expansion of Primal Fear got some serious buffs. The bosses, of course, not the expansion itself. I mean, if you buff an expansion, it's not really going to do anything. But yeah, the bosses, yeah, they definitely do a lot more damage now. Taking out some more artifactors for the well-needed artifacts. Okay, so I've hit a bit of a brick wall. Prime meat jerky is not the best thing to need for kibble. Alright, well, we gotta find something else to do now. I spent this day just chilling around waiting for the prime meat jerky. I've noted an Apex Dodo Reaper chilling around, and I've heard a bunch of crazy stuff about these guys. So I'm definitely gonna wanna get one and test it out myself, of course. And with such a large amount of torpor required to knock it out, an Origin Trunk Arrow is ought to do it. Okay. Still taking out artifactos. Well, that was loud. Why do I sound like I'm underwater? I found myself having to do this the next day for these boss saddles only because they don't drop from the loot bosses because there's a bug apparently. So this is gonna have to be the way that we're gonna have to get better saddles, unfortunately. Now that it's been cloned many times so that we can get eggs as well for the next tier of bosses when we unlock them, it's time to see the damage. Also, yes, I was using an S+ mutator to help acquire the breed pairs a little bit faster if you were wondering how the Dodo Reaper is a female now. Yeah, okay, I see why the Apex Dodo Reaper is broken. So I see now why the Apex Dodo Reaper is broken, and has been for a very long time. After taking out a whole bunch of Origin bosses again, it was time to look forward to taking out one of the Guardians of Primal Fear. The question was, which one? Next day, it was time to tame one of the most majestic creatures to ever exist in ARK. A Featherlight. Well, for Primal Fear standards, an Alpha Featherlight. Oh yes, you know I always gotta do it. Okay. Right. Now it was time to take on a tier 3 boss. First up is the Emperor. Yeah. That's gotta be close enough. And now for the Empress. Because I still have not decided which Guardian I'm gonna take on yet. That night I went out to collect the rest of souls required to craft a Guardian Summoner. Still did not decide which one yet. Taking out a few Goliath loot bosses here and there to see if I can get some pre-made Chaos or Spirit saddles to break down for the souls, because there's no more soul-giving dinos on the map anymore. There has been a extinction level event, and I think I might have been the cause of it. This right here is what you call something of the sort, kind of like a demonic Argentavis. Yeah, it's a big boy. You know we gotta get one and see what it's all about, right? At some point. So that's what it does. And of course in the process, create a slideshow of a game. Oh yes, that's the best kind. And this is the Demonic Phoenix. Yes, there's a second one. So I decided that I'm gonna fight the Chaos Guardian first. What the f? So, that was weird. I am much calmer now. A bit of this, a bit of that, and there we go. That's a lot of feathers. Why are the feathers so heavy? And we're teaming up a Celestial Indom Emperor for a safe measure, I guess. You can call it that. This is what I'm going to fight the Chaos Guardian with. Right. This could be the end, actually, because it just can be. I'm sure it's going to destroy it. Why? Why? Hey! Hey, stop! Stop! I'll come back and get this. The Reaper only has 10 points in damage, and it did that? Oh, you mean the Chaos Wyvern. Well, when we team it, we will see... Oh no. Just love how the Reapers... Oh no. I'm gonna have to knock that wyvern out again. Maybe. Okay, now you do the tail attack. With one Chaos Orb crafted, I headed right back for that Chaos Wyvern. Where's the Chaos Orb? There. Okay, yeah, cool. That's a good name. Taking on some more loot bosses for chances of Spirit or Chaos pre-made saddles to break down for more souls. With some more Chaos Orbs crafted up. And some Chaos Boss Kibble. Now it's time to get ourselves some real harbingers of chaos. Oh, it's that time again? No, not hammer time. Like, I'm tired of saying that. It's shroom time. Or flower time. Or flower shroom time. Ah, yeah, better. It's rare time. How about that? Actually, no. That sounds very bad. It's shroom time. But yeah, let's go with that. Or maybe it is hammer time. Look at how that boot mother is just pounding my griffin. That's not cool, man. That is so not cool. But hey, at least we finally get some hammer time, people. Y'all been asking for it? Well, here it is. I did mention something about the true harbinger of chaos, did I not? Yeah, that's this guy. And you know with absolute certainty, we're going for that. Right, go, 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 and oh, he's fast. Oh, just left us alone. Okay, cool. Acquiring some souls from these willing test subjects here, we are now able to craft and battle the Spirit Guardian. And again, because the boss saddles don't drop from the loot bosses because there's a bug, still, a few origin tributes were missing for the Guardian Summoner, so it's time for me to go get those. Ready to see some chaos? Here it is. Straight on the ground first. The bite. 2 million, okay. Much better than it used to be. But yeah, okay, yeah. So that's why I wanted the Chaos Manticore. I wonder, can you actually kill an origin with the chaos effect? How long would it take? Well, from the looks of it, it looks like it's gonna take about 400 years. Yeah. And I don't know why it's so fast. It has no point in the movement speed. Well, it's just so good to see stuff just get absolutely annihilated with big explosions. It sucks that I can't hear anything anymore. What about the sea attack? No. Well, that was loud. Why do I sound like I'm underwater? There you go. Yeah. More souls were missing for that Guardian Summoner, so I had to turn my attention to these wandering loot bosses because there's no more soul giving dinos on the map anymore. Extinction level events be happening very regularly now. Yeah, the big attack definitely makes the Celestial... Ah, darn it! Well, time to use those beds again to fast travel. This is not good. I lost the Featherlight. I am very upset.
Wanna cry?
It was bound to happen sooner or later. Darn it. Okay, change of plan. new Featherlight. Right. Midlife crisis averted. Damn! Looks like the populations are getting out of control again. Well, time to put on me extinction helmet. What? That is good. That's a level 150 though. I'm gonna come back for that. Ah, so loud. That may have perforated an eardrum. What's that? Did somebody say something? Today I had to really cause an extinction level event, if you know what I mean. No relation, of course, but something really did happen to those dinosaurs. And I have a feeling that this manticore had something to do with it. Right, now that extinction has occurred and souls have been acquired, the Spirit Guardian is now upon us. Well, that was loud. Hello? Is anyone there? Though the Guardians are perhaps the most damaging of bosses in Primal Fear, the Chaos Manticore clearly makes short work of them. And don't you just love a base that's lit up with featherlights? Two alpha featherlights is lighting the base right now. After taking out a whole bunch of demonic creatures the next day for all of their souls, it's time to get ourselves a spirit boss. So, who uses origin trunks these days, huh? Definitely not me. And by the next day I had it to boss kibble and was ready to rumble. Who needs origin trunks when you got a manticore? And now with this guy, I finally have
the power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
You'll see what I'm talking about. Or actually, no, you probably won't get to see with all the blinding light. More artifacts were needed again, so populations had to get, reduced. Let there be light. Yeah, that's the light that I've been waiting for. Taking on a whole bunch of origin bosses again for their tributes. Wow. Nice. It is perfectly balanced, as all things should be. I'm gonna use the big one. Then to take on an Emperor and Empress. Back in the days, the minions from this could have dismounted you. I don't know if it still can, but now it can ground you, so that's even better. That was a lot faster than I expected. Right. It's time to get more souls again. After farming souls and burning all the daylight, while of course creating our very own sources of daylight because we got
The power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
it was finally time to take on our first tier 5 boss. Oh, it can't de-render, okay. Did not know that. And if you didn't know, the charged light from the feather lights actually cause Nova to take more damage. Aha! Charged light for ya. Looks like I'm a bit away from getting to fight the other tier 5 boss. And since I needed some blood to craft the tributes for the origins, it's a particular kind of time this time around. Oh Dodo! It's cloning time. I did this for most of the day because I wanted to level up that harvesting so I will have to clone less. Taking out more origins again for more tributes because so many are needed, I can't even fathom the number anymore. Some more tier 3 bosses to be taken out because souls are needed. Again, the number is unfathomable. Day 42 was a fun one. I had a run-in with a Chaos Manticore bent on revenge apparently. I'm not sure why, I was just there taking out some random loot bosses and this guy showed up and started busting chops on my face. I finally got to take it down at the cost of an entire day. Yeah, this guy was kind of insane and this Chaos Wyvern was not helping the problem. Today was a day to battle a bunch of loot bosses for, hopefully, some spirit and chaos saddles to break down to get souls because such dinos no longer exist. When I came back, I gave this toxic zombie dodo a particular name for old time's sake. Then I built a Primal Tech force field to protect the base because apparently certain bosses like Origins tend to target my creatures through the mesh. So this hopefully should stop that. Right, and that is on, so at least, you know, Origin Wyverns won't target things inside here. Now it's time to fight the other tier 5 boss, and yes, in a Primal Tech force field because those meteors cause extreme frame rate drops with that smoke that it always leaves behind. Hopefully this at least reduces that issue a little bit. That's why it is here. You see how the frame rate is dropping because of the smoke? Yeah, that's what I need to prevent. That's why I am using the force field. That's why I was using the force field. That night I got a little tech savvy, if you know what I mean. Please tell me I can land you on this. Yes! Yes! That is nice. Yeah, a little lampo. What? No. One Featherlight is doing this. Wow. And then I replaced all of the stone structures in the base with tech. That's quite an upgrade if you ask me. Although it doesn't actually matter. It's not making a difference, not one bit. Day 45 was a nice one. It was the day I went green. And no, I don't mean I painted myself green or the base green or the Featherlights green. By that I meant I upgraded the greenhouse with technology. And I gotta say, like right now, the hybridization of organic vegetation and synthetic technology really deserves recognition as its own field. I'll call it or Veja synthesis. Yeah, that's a word. Look it up, I'm sure you'll find something. And to confuse everyone who doesn't see this part, type in the comment section there, or Veja synthesis for the win, just to confuse everybody who misses this. Because I'm sure there's gonna be people that will. Building this really did take quite a while, but Veja synthesis is the best synthesis. Type that in too. For no reason at all, up all night working on that top secret classified project we've been discussing. I think a lack of sleep had finally got to me. Hey! Can I color this green? I mean, come on, it's a greenhouse. We gotta make it look green. And the best way to do that is to use the color green. See what I mean? A lack of sleep gets to all of us eventually. Nope, still did not sleep yet. We gotta get this project finished. We don't got time to sleep. Who does that anyways? And of course we can't forget our security system. Nice! That should keep the pigs out. Taking on a few demonic Reaper Empresses is what started off day 48 because there's no better way to do it. Wow, okay. So that we can then take it on in its ultimate form. Go, go. Wow. Look at the health. But that's it there for that. Now it was time to team one of the 5 different ones that I have spawned in here from those teamable summoners. Of course, we went for the highest leveled. And there she is, all teamed up and ready to go. For I'm not sure what reason, I have a Spirit Manticore that's gonna outdamage this in every way. And it gets quite an upgrade from the Dissension item we acquired from its ultimate form. And again, still, for I'm not sure what reason, it's that time again. Artifacts are needed. Did you think it was hammer time again? Darn you. It's not that time. Not yet at least. With that time, you know the drill. Origins to fight some Celestial Indominus Rex Emperors this time. To then fight its ultimate form. Oh, I hatched the Nova. But all it does is cause slideshows. Well, that's one way to teach your kid how to count to 1 billion. Just cause some random big boy explosions in ARK and have them count the frames. They learn to count to 1 billion in no time. I mean, that's how I learned how to do it. It only took about 3 years though. Learning how to count? ARK style. That's my favorite kind. Right then. It has reflection damage. It has reflection damage. Of course it does. The Gigas don't take damage. What? They are also not taking... They are not taking damage. What? Yep, it can't get in the force field. That's good. At least all the Celestial Gigas can't either. Let's try the big one. Well, that's gonna drop frames. A shield? Well, time to knock some noggins and break some teeth. And using the Creator and Destroyer souls we collected earlier, it's time to fight a real big boy. As long as I stay in here and don't hit him, he can't detect us, right? Right, so I just want to do that. Okay, he can still detect us. Never mind. Look at the distance you see us from. This is why the Spirit Manticore is the best. I only need to be super close to it when it's nearly dead. Run! Yeah, look at that. Look at how quickly we did all that damage. Okay, maybe these battles won't be much of a slideshow. Get close to it. Get close to it now. Alright, there we go. Well, that was the easiest Colossus battle ever. Well, back to the grind again, because we need to do that 7 more times. Yes, 7 more times. Still grinding it up, fellas. Yeah, so a lot of the grinding now, I'm just gonna cut it out because, like, there's no reason to show it anymore. I mean, it's all on the streams if you want to check it out. I'll leave a link down in the description for you guys. To end off day 53, yes, I know, grinding takes a lot. I wanted to not do some grinding on day 53, and this was the only non-grinding thing I could have done. Teaming up a skeletonized Tyrannosaur. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it yet. So loud! That may have perforated an eardrum. Souls were needed, so loot bosses were taken out for more stuff to grind down. In hopes of getting souls, of course. Yes, this is like the 54th time I'm saying that. I promise this is the last time. Of course it's only super repetitive because it's just I alone doing this. If you had 4 players, believe it or not, 4 players working in a group, we only need to take down all 8 Origin bosses just once to actually beat Primal Fear if all 4 players are present for all of the battles. Believe that or not? Yeah, it actually cuts down the amount of grinding needed to be done by 256. Yeah, that's not even a joke. Let there be light. I don't think that's enough. Let there be light. Yeah. Another whole bunch of Origin creatures again, or as I like to call, Wednesday. My artifact stash keeps growing, and the artifactor population keeps dropping. Taking on another ultimate demonic reaper empress, because souls. Don't kill it outside of the range. This should be it here. Nice. As well as an ultimate form of the Celestial Rex Emperor, again, because souls. The projectiles can't get inside here either. That's good. That's good. So it can't burn us. Please don't summon your minions because... Let's see how we do. 6 and 7. Okay, good. Right, so we've officially topped up on the Emperor and Empress souls for some time because we're gonna need to do it again. Now to take on the tier 5 bosses again. Yes. Again. Wow. Okay. Why is that so loud? What's that? Is someone calling me? I can't hear them. We're doing good. Primal Potion is working wonders. And with those newly acquired souls, it's time to take on another big boy. Of course, this is the first of 2 times we need to take them down. Bam! Right. Run. Yeah, that's working. That's not working. Did that hit us? Yeah, fellas, I think Docs has hardened us a little too much. Look at how veteran we are. We're taking these big boys on without even getting a scratch. There we go. That's 2 of 8. You bet your butt I just gave this Alpha Featherlight a beefy boy helmet. For what reason, you might ask? Well, there is no reason not to, is what I'll tell you. Oh yes, baby. Now that is a Featherlight. Day 58 marks the extinction of the Great. Gotta get those artifacts. Feeling a little festive this time of the year, I saw there were some gifts dropping from the sky. And, well, you know what that means? My world, my gifts. Well, Santa, I'm definitely on the naughty list. Whoever these gifts are for, we're not gonna get it. Because it's all mine. All mine. And day 59 was another day to collect a bunch of Primal Souls. Day 60, I wasted a lot of the day collecting a lot of random stuff so that I can craft my very own Primal Tech hover skiff. For no reason, I just wanted to get one so that I can look fancy while, you know, hovering around, being all vulnerable and all that jazz. There's something about being very vulnerable in the sky when you only got one life. Well, I mean, I guess that's where you get the saying, you only live once. And as we edge ever closer to that special day, almost at the end of the year, feeling all festive and that, I started the process of installing some Christmas lights, as you can see. The best part about them? They don't require electricity, which means our electric bill ain't gonna go up. Oh yes. Ain't there nothing like another day to devastate the local origin population? Gotta make my name somehow, right? It was day 62 now, and the stream wanted us to have a Chaos Styler.
But why? Why would you do that? Why would you do any of that?
I'm not sure why we have a Chaos Manticore, but hey, it's what the stream wants, it's what we will get. Because, well, yeah, nice.
I am under the water. Please help me.
And then we went for a Spirit B, also for the same reason. Ah, there we go, nice. Then with all the stuff, it was time to fight another Nova. Yes, another one, another one. Yep, that's a charge light doing that extra damage. Right. And then another one of this guy. This frame rate drop right here. That's what I'm talking about. That's the actual game. The most important thing here is to always have a potion active. always. Big frames. Oh yes. That should be it. It's not it. Oh, yeah, there we go. Just in time. Santa Claus has arrived. Have I been naughty? Yes, I have. See what I'm talking about, fellas? The Christmas lights are working wonders. And again, no electric bill. That's the best part. Oh, that is light. Day 63 was the day I fought the Fire Colossus. And just look at how much of an expert we are at this. Right, the field. I forgot about the field. I need to see how close I am to him. The field. I needed to be outside the field. Have a big one. Look at the range I can hit this guy from. Look at how far I can hit him from with the Spirit Manticore. You can't do that with anything else. Well, maybe except the Chaos Manticore, but nothing else you can hit things with from this distance. Yeah, I think Docs has hardened us a little bit. Or a lot of it. Right, now I'm gonna need to go close to it. There we go. Right. We did that flawlessly. See? I told you. I told you one day we were gonna be experts at this. No wait, that was for something else. Well, it still stood though. I spent the rest of the day messing around with displays, dermis displays, taxidermies, taxidermy bases, and a bunch of dermises. Another day for eradication. These origins are so unnaturally strong, we need to employ unnatural selection. Then I wanted to tame another Chaos Manticore, this one for the sole purpose of speed. Early the next morning, I just started hearing explosions for no reason at all. But where is the dragon? Then I went on to take on another tier 6 fallen demonic Reaper Empress for the extra souls. Nice. And every time I take on one of the fallen Reaper Empresses, I gotta take on an Ascended Emperor as well, because the souls go hand in hand and are required together. What is expulsion? What was that? What was expulsion? I have no idea what that was. Since when? Since when? Oh, it was not powered up. I did not know that these guys took that kind of damage. And now to take on Skynet, the mechanical monstrosity, otherwise known as the World Nuker. What is that? Primal Tech. Wait, hold on. It's definitely seeing us. I want to see what it could do. Not hearing anything from it though. Kinda. Oh, it just left us alone. Okay, cool. Yeah, that works. Apparently it doesn't see you inside here, but it's just spawning all of these primal tech creatures. These things will do percentage damage to us. That's not gonna be fun. The Primal Tech Force Field does make a lot of these things a lot less freemy. So only the Colossuses can walk through these fields. You know what I'm seeing when I see all of those tech creatures? It can destroy the field. It can destroy the field, okay. That's good. That's good. It could destroy the field. That was fast. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, we're in the middle of about 1,000 fires. And with all the Primal Tech creature corpses there, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing free stuff, baby. That's what I'm seeing. Oh wow, that's a lot of stuff. The next day I teamed up a Spirit Broodmother because it was gonna be useful. Seeing that Primal Thyla on the Redwoods tree over there, yeah. They don't call that guy Superman for nothing. From all of the different Primal Tech creatures that was there in the Skynet battle, I took one of the blueprints. Of course, it had to be a Giga because, well, why not? I leveled it up and gave it all the modules to supercharge it. Then I gave it its rightful name. You know, I once had a friend named Chad. He did not look like this. I also crafted up the Skynet we got, but I've learned that this guy breaks the game in the past, so I decided to just leave him here to chill out and maybe protect the base with those lightning strikes. The next day we were back at it, continuing the onslaught against the tier 5 bosses for their souls. I also gave the Skeleton Rex a transformation. Not that he deserved it, he doesn't even have a saddle. But hey, transformation is confirmation. Then I went on to spend the day taking on bunches of wandering loot bosses, but still cannot get that Tyrant Horder to show up. I don't know what is going on. Loot boss mania is still going on here on day 68. Still to no Tyrant Horder. I know I said the Spirit Broodmother was going to be useful. I was wrong. It could barely do anything right. And now to take on the Ice Colossus. I know that you can get dismounted during this battle, so staying at a distance is key. Yep. What's the number? 500 key. Nice. Day 69 was a fun one. It was the day of speed. No, not that kind of speed. Get your mind out of the gutter. But you'll see what I'm talking about though. See this Rudolph here? Yeah. We put 254 points into movement speed. And I'll let the results speak for itself. Right? That was like about 500 in a second. Remember that second Chaos Manticore I teamed up? Yeah, it was for this speed contest. And about the speed contest, you can let me know who you think the winner was down in the comment section. I'm looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Or seeing, because I don't think I can hear comments. But you get what I mean, right? Please tell me you do. More loot bosses were severely damaged on day 70, but still no Tyrant Horder though. I still don't know why I'm not getting that. But hey, if we can get to use that Skeleton Rex, well, that's no problem. We got bigger things on our hands. Interpret that however you want. It's time to take on another set of tier 5 bosses because, well, there is just so much that we need. The number is unfathomable. And don't you just love it when your spirit creature is just absolutely useless? Yeah, I was wrong, fellas. The spirit brood is not the one for this fight, so I had to switch things up a little. And by switch things up a little, I mean go back to our original Lightbringer. Because again, with this guy, I truly have
The power of the sun in the palm of my hand.
Ah, nice. Wow. Charge light for the win. And now, one is done. We've officially made it halfway there. Right. Well, there's one. Time to do everything we did before this. For this. It's day 71 now, and it's time to summon in the big guy to cause all of our frames to go away. Look at how much. Is it really that much? You can't get... What? No, that can't be right.
Hello there.
If I go outside, it could ground us. Yeah. That's what I wanted to prevent. Finally, I can hit it. And then, by some unknown forces of existence, the guy decides to stop attacking. I really don't know why. But hey, if it means I will not have to look at a slideshow, so be it. How about that then? Okay, that's actually doing better for some reason. And I can be further away. Okay, fine, yeah, we'll do that then. Right, just look away now. Yes, okay, yes. That is doing it. Right, we're officially at the halfway point. I know for sure that the other boss is definitely not gonna be the same way. So, at least that one is gonna fight back. And we'll have to look at the slideshow for that one. You only live once, am I right? Yeah. I wanted to make sure I get a fly around on my Primal Tech hover skiff before, I missed the chance. Today was all about that, baby. Now it's time to start the grind again to battle the next tier 7 boss. And of course, we gotta start at the beginning again. It's so many origin bosses, I tell you. We are 100% causing mass level extinction events. Way more effective than those meteors back in the day. At least these times around, it ain't complete and utter annihilation, just controlled apocalypses instead. From one of the colossuses I had fought, I had acquired an origin trunk bullet, and I wanted to save that for something very special. And well, I saw this max level Spirit Manticore here, and well, I think that is special enough. Wow! Look at the light. Oh, it's still chasing us. Now that is light. Look at the light. Gotta love an enraged Spirit Manticore. More Emperor and Empress souls were needed, so the tier 6 versions of these guys were fought on day 75 for those well needed souls. And let's not forget the artifacts I had to collect that night. And by the end of day 76, I had myself the last of the tier 5 bosses that I need to take down. Then I just spent the rest of the night here at the base doing just a bunch of boring stuff, shooting up some dummies and stuff with all of the different weapons. A bit of boring stuff. You guys wanna check out the next day? Day 77? Alright, let's do it. Hey, it's day 77. We're still doing boring stuff at the base though, messing around with displays and stuff. But you know, I gotta place the collection somewhere, you know? Somewhere where it can be seen, at least. It's day 78, and I'm still here. I don't know why. Maybe I got tired of, you know, the grind for a little bit, so I'm just trying to entertain myself in some way at the base, with all being seen, with my collection. Don't ask me what I was trying here. It's not looking the way I wanted to, so I won't tell you what it was for. Day 80 and I'm back outside, taking on some loot bosses to get a Tyrant order to show up, but I don't think I need to tell you by now that I did not get one to show up. Then I went on to start taking on the remaining tier 5 bosses because I got tired of those annoying loot bosses and their anti-spawn mechanics. Yes, I'm calling it that. I don't know why, it just sounded cool in the moment. Right. Be within 100 meters. Wow. Nice. It's that time again. Oh yes. Hammer time. Minus the hammer. What? So it grounds you if you get too close to it. Well, I'm so glad I learned that, like, right away. You wanna know what's even more interesting? If you had a group of 4 players working together, you'd only need to take on all of the origin bosses, all 8, just once as a group to be able to have everything to fight your way all the way to both tier 7 bosses. Yeah, so instead of having to fight each origin like 50 times, you only need to fight them once as a group, which is absolutely insane when you really think about it. Wow. It's day 82 now, and how do you like the new Colossus of Rhodes? Now that we've taken down all 4 of the Colossuses once again, and have acquired all of the medallions to take on the final tier 7 boss, well, I mean, as much as I would love to wait 18 days to day 100 to take this on, I would probably just do nothing, perhaps maybe entertain myself at the base like what I was doing the past few days over there. But hey, enough of that. Entertaining myself at the base ain't gonna get this boss taken down, so we gotta do it, and again we only got 1 life, because, well, this was hardcore. And you can check out all of the streams we had for this entire adventure on the channel. It's over there whenever you decide to go check it out. And well, it's that time, so hit it! Right. Just gotta watch the health. My health, in particular. I can't see a thing. Yeah! Certainly nothing is wrong about this, right? Well, it's about time I can finally see again. And there goes the eyes. And this is just the first part of the fight. Oh, it is fast. And I am blind. What? Right. I just love how we can't do anything, but we can still take all the damage that we are taking right now. Alright, let's boogie. The Featherlight's gonna die. No. The Featherlight's gonna die. No! Well, there you have it. Life as we know it is finally over. The Featherlight is gone. There's nothing worth living for anymore. Wait! I forgot to name it! No!
I'm gonna cry.
I'm just so happy that the minions can't dismount you, because if that could have happened, that would have been it. I would love to see this like from a distance, but the frame rate will be like 0 if I do that. I'm actually interested to see how much damage it's actually doing, like with the numbers, but then I probably wouldn't even get to see the next frame after, so I can't do that. Now we'll finally get to see how much damage we're actually doing to it. Right. It's about damn time we finally did that. That was quite a slideshow. Couldn't see what the hell was going on for the entire thing. All I know is we lost the Featherlight. And that makes me upset. Turns out the spirit bosses are absolute monsters when it comes to damage dealingness. And well, you saw it for yourself, the Spirit Manticore is by far the best of all of them. But hey, we did it. It is done. And now I'm not sure what else to do. So I'm just gonna chill out here at the base, and I hope you guys had enjoyed this adventure, this journey of chaos and other things. And if you did, don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. And I thank you guys for tuning in, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. Take it easy everybody, have a good day, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and have a good one. And also, one last thing before I forget.